Alright, finally things are moving along. My blood test. Definitely did a double check this time. It's a finger prick test, it's not a fucking lobotomy, PH. So I don't need a fucking healthcare professional to draw my blood. Bunch of politics. Anyway, today is Tuesday the 30th of January. Blood test is here. I've ordered my Anabolics. A bottle of testosterone enanthate, 300 per 1 mil, and nandrolone decanoate, 300 per 1 mil. Both the same ratio, both the same volume per mil. And yeah, needles are on the way as well. My syringes, my little subcutaneous bad boys. I've ordered 100 of them because I need 8 weeks worth, and that's 60 syringes. I can get them in packs of 30, or sorry, packs of 20 or 50 or 100. So I figured the best deal is get 100. And yeah, I'll have spares left over after this cycle. So realistically, I'm looking at next week, next Monday. So depending on when the gear comes, if my anabolics arrive by Friday, I don't think they will, because it takes like up to 24 hours for them to process mine, but sometimes it's quicker. I do pay for first class postage, so we shall see. If not, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday latest, so they can get the blood in the lab before the weekend, because they only work Monday to Friday. They're a 9 to 5 working day people, you know. They get Saturdays and Sundays off, these lab people. So I'm looking at next week to potentially start. I do have some room, if not next week, then the week after, because that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, March 4th, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 7th. The 1st of April would be week 8, and the 7th of April would be the last jab. And then I'll have 7th, I'll have one, at least a week or two before I fly abroad to see my dad for 2 weeks, so that'll be perfect. So I've got up to 2 weeks breathing room, really. So if not next week, depending on when the gear arrives, yeah, if it arrives this week, I start next week. If it arrives next week, depending on when it arrives, I either start next week or the Monday after that, which is the 12th of February. Oh, yes. So, yeah, that's it on that front. Training today, I did quads. I thought I'd do something different today. I thought I'd incorporate 5x5, a bit of strength training into my squat routine. So I'm still doing hypertrophy on the extensions and the lunges. But I thought let me do some 5x5 training on squats, and I think I'm going to do that for the next I want to say 8 weeks. So if I get in 2 squat sessions a week for 8 weeks, that's 16 sessions, and I want to be putting in a 5% weight increase every session. Yeah, around that 5% is good. It's a good number, I think. I did 5x5 today with 85 kilo, and I felt good. I think it's a good starting point. As long as I progress incrementally, slowly, I should see good strength gains. If nothing too severe, you know, I don't need to increase the weight too much, because then I don't think the body will be able to necessarily adapt as quick as I'd like it to. Whereas if you incrementally put the weight up slowly, the body can deal with that load, and before you know it, you're up, you know, 20% in let's say 6 or 8 weeks or something like that, whatever it may be. instead of trying to make big jumps occasionally. I think small jumps more often would be more beneficial for me, plus it will reduce the risk of injury, which is a priority for me. Dealing with slip discs in my lower back from last year, and really having to physio myself out of that, it's really opened my eyes to training smart, and just not always pushing these 1 rep maxes or whatever it may be, and cutting out certain exercises that are strenuous on my core and lower back, when I can be doing other exercises that are just as beneficial. For example, barbell curls, standing barbell curl, I don't do anymore. Well, I do, but I do with the 10 kilo barbell. That's it. I don't go higher than that, and that's supersetted with my preachers typically. So I'll go heavy on preacher curls with the barbell because I've got support from the padding, and it's more of an isolation exercise for the biceps. And I use the straight bar. I don't use the easy curl bar. Superset that with standing barbell curls with the 10 kilo, but that's it. I just really focus on the contraction and getting the blood in there and the pump, and learning lessons, man. Warming up shoulders and really doing small weights to get the mobility going and warm up my joints and get some blood in the intended area, and then push. I'm still debating whether or not to incorporate 5x5 on my push-pull workouts because it's very strenuous. But yeah, I'll see. I might not. I think I'll just stick with legs for now. But I'll see what happens. I'm gonna play around with it. If anything changes, obviously I will let you know. And that's it. I'm 191 today. Weighed myself 10 minutes ago. I'm 191. I've maintained my weight. Haven't lost or gained since yesterday. I'm still exactly the same. That's it really. Nothing new. Tomorrow is push-pull. I'm still doing the same routine, the push-pull day. I did abs today as well. Like I said, I'm throwing them into my workouts now twice a week, and I'm enjoying it. It's just cable crunch, nothing crazy. 6 sets on cable crunch, 2 sets per weight drop, and I'm happy with that. I get a good stimulation, good stretch, good contraction, so I feel good. I'm not separating chest and back just yet. I think when I get on the androgens in the next sort of week or two, I'll be looking within 4 weeks' time, when everything's concentrated in my system and my blood fully. I'll see how I feel. I'm going to base it off that, and then I'm going to probably split the days up, chest and back separately, because I'll be able to push a bit more, and I'll feel better. Well, I'll feel exceedingly better, like abnormally good, because of the nandrolone. That's it. I still got 1 bottle of EQ Boldenone. I'm going to put that into the cycle as well, to keep the aromatization down and the gyno, keep that from developing or swelling up, flaring up, so that I don't have to take any Arimidex, any AIs. Yeah, man, the less AIs I take, the better off. If I can completely avoid using AIs, I will. As you know, they're harsh on the old system, and that's hence why it's 1 milligram pills, and they really fucking work. Within 20 minutes, like, my flare-up's gone. But it does come with side effects. I did cramp up pretty bad, and like I said, I had a headache last week. Waking up, I couldn't sleep. I took it just before bed. Shouldn't have done that, but whatever, no big deal. Yeah, that's it. That's the updates today. Everything is moving along. I should get my syringes either today or tomorrow. I've paid for my gear, so I'm just waiting for the payment to process. Usually takes like 24 hours, and then they will post me the Anabolics first class. It'll come through the mail, and I'll let you know when I get that, and I'll show you guys what I'm working with. Okay, that's it. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye bye.